Hi, Fierce Divas, and welcome to the Very Demure podcast. Episode actually one this time. I'm here with my co-host,
That's me.
and that's the pod. I'm here with my co-host, my brother Josh, who's going to be in the podcast called One Tran and a Man.
Just one?
Just one Tran.
You can never have a
too
second
many.
one on.
Well, that's next week's episode.
You gotta change the title.
Two Tran. Just two Tran. Just two Tran, no
changing
man.
the title every week.
Every
No
week.
man.
No man. No low main.
You're here, but not really.
Not really at all. Divas, you guys have been asking me, what has life been like after Demure? Well, you're looking at it. But basically, I wanted to come and make a podcast just to like talk to you guys, because I feel like ever since Demure's happened, I've not really like been on like a more personal level with you divas. And I feel like there's so many like stories, so much tea, so much things I want to tell you guys that have happened during Very Demure that I just haven't really like been able to talk about it. I wanted to bring my brother on as my co-host just because like our dynamic's great. We're like complete opposites, but also the same. But also like he was there during Very Demure Divas. I said this in the private or in the, I said this in the promo. He was there during like when it went viral. Like that happened when I was on family vacation, Divas. It was a real time drama.
No, that was crazy though. When you had like all these random people just running up to you at the airport.
Yeah, that
At
was.
first I thought we were in danger. I was like, whoa, what's going on right now?
Me. Well, because like I've had people come up to me before, but like because I've had other like viral moments, I've talked about this.
Yeah, you're used to
like,
it.
So like I need to clear the air with this real quick. Is this one recording?
Slightly.
Okay, I want to clear the air with this real quick. So a lot of people have the assumption that like I came to like my platform size as it is through Demure itself, but I already had 1 million followers when Demure happened.
Correct.
So the thing that was going on was I didn't realize Demure was becoming like what it was becoming because I've had like tons of content go viral before, and like usually like it goes viral. That's like, well, that's it. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Like
It
it
was
goes
never
viral,
to
like
that
you don't really
extent.
see anything from it. But this like felt so different like, because like people were like coming up to me, people were asking to take pictures with me, and then also I remember I knew it was different because Dad was like. He's like, why is everyone saying like Demure? Like, why do you keep saying that in your videos? And I was like, oh, it's like something I started saying on TikTok. And he's like, wait, you started that? And I was like,
Right.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
started that last year. I felt like I didn't catch on to what Demure was doing because I had so many viral moments the year before, but it felt like it didn't matter. Like I was like
Right.
still broke. I was still struggling.
Yeah, it didn't amount
like,
to anything really.
Like it just like didn't amount to anything. Also, like the things it did amount to like kind of traumatized me.
Right.
So then like when this started going viral, I was like, that was like my worst fear was like it going viral and like something bad happening again. Cause like my like viral successes of 2023, traumatized the fuck out of me. I mean, that's why I stopped doing beauty content. And
Yeah.
That's how I was happy I was like not like a beauty influencer.
Yeah, I
anymore.
mean, you were like back and forth in some drama, right?
Well, yeah, like I had a drama. Divas, one day we'll get into this. But I had like just like online drama, and then I had like a weird situation with like a brand founder, and like it just like threw me into like a dark ass depression. Like during October 2023, I didn't even upload for like a whole month.
Right.
Like I was like over it. I was like, my career's over. Like I was hearing from other like big influencers that he was like blacklisting me with like different companies. And,
Wow.
like, he just had so much power and so many connections that like it just like was devastating. And then Demure happened, and I was like, because the thing is, I always thought that was in my head. I was like, maybe I'm like imagining this, like maybe I'm
Right.
gaslighting myself. But then Demure happened, and he was the only one who didn't do the trend, and I was like,
There you go.
and that's the power of Pine Sol, baby.
You told me we were doing an ad. It feels like an ad now.
No, well, you know, we got to keep the lights on. But like, how did it feel like seeing everything happen on your end? Because on my end, I feel like everything happened so fast. I was like disassociating.
So the first time I seen people coming up to you was we went out to eat at what was like the Macy's.
Oh
and
yeah.
The security guard, she had like stopped you or had said something as we were walking by. She's like, "I love your content," and I was like, "Oh, like that's the first time I seen somebody mention it." You know, but that was like before the Demure. You know,
Yeah.
so that's how I knew that like you had some momentum because all the quote unquote overnight successes are never overnight.
Yeah.
They always put in the work, and there's somebody before that happens. You know, it's usually not nobody that has nothing,
Yeah.
that's never done anything in that field or industry. And that next vacation that we went to Vegas.
Yeah.
Then it was like zombies. Like I said, it felt like people were like looking at us and walking up to us. I'm like, why are people? I thought they were like gonna say something to me. Like, did I? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Are you confusing me for somebody? And they're like, get out of the way. Hey, are you the Demure girl? I was like, oh, and yeah, I thought it was like just for more of your content. I didn't realize it was for a specific piece of content.
No, yeah, that's how I was like. And I was getting shocked too.
Yeah, and then that's when I seen it. I started looking up. I started seeing you on X, on Twitter. What you know,
right? Yeah,
like just scrolling randomly, like just on a news feed. Like I'm not even following you on there. And I was like, oh wow, like I'm seeing Jools everywhere. I told people at in the suburbs at the Open Weiss, they were like, "That's your sister?" I was like, yeah. They're like, "Okay, stop." I was like, "No, I'm serious." Like, no, I'll show you a picture right now. And they were gagged. They had no fucking idea. They were
That's
like,
hilarious.
No way. They were tripping out.
Well, like it's funny because like I've had instances where like the other day I was getting my Xfinity fixed when I was in New York actually. Like it went out. My roommate was like messaging me like, "Oh, like we don't have any internet." And so then I'm like, the lady's like who's helping me, super nice. Love Xfinity, by the way, not spons. But the lady who's like helping me, she's like, "Oh, like what are you doing in New York? Like, you know, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm like doing something on TV." She's like, "On TV? Like, who are you?" Like, you know, like asking me questions. I was like, "Oh, I don't know if you've like seen the trend like very demure." I was like, I was the one who started it. She's like, "Oh my God." She's like, "I say that all the time." And I was like,
she didn't even know.
She would know. And she's like, "Wow." She's like, "I feel like I met a celebrity." And she's like,
"Today was one of the best days of my life."
No, she literally was like, "You made my new year." And I was like, "Oh my God." Like, I was like, because I just feel like my videos are so silly that like,
yeah,
you know, I guess they do bring joy to people, but
I mean, you had a baby named after it, so
Baby Demure.
Shout out Baby
We
Demure.
said that earlier in the pod, but like it was Baby Demure, the tattoos, and like celebrities that made me be like, oh,
tattoos
like,
is crazy
something
too.
Else.
Yeah.
The tattoo though, like I saw a guy, he has like a very demure like potion bottle tattoo. And I'm like, girl, what is happening there? Like, I love that. Like, don't get me wrong. But I'm just like, damn, like, cause like, you know, virality only lasts so long, but like that tattoo is forever, babe.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm sorry, I want to get back to this airport situation real quick. So
yeah,
when we had went to, it was Vegas, right? Yeah, we went to Vegas.
Yeah.
We had a few people come up to you in the beginning of the trip.
Yeah.
Over those next few days, by the time we came back, that shit quadrupled.
No, literally.
There was so many more people that were coming up to us, like on the way back. And then obviously like in Vegas too. Like it was happening at casinos and
especially like it was like summer too, so there's like so many people
outside on the strip.
Yeah. Like
and
I knew it was like
you literally seen the momentum building of like people recognizing you. You're like more views. You're like you start getting millions.
Well, that was the thing is like the video had like when we had left from Chicago to Vegas, the video had like at that point like 1 or 3 million views, one of those two. And I remember being like, but like I had a lot of content that had that many views, so I was like, oh, like it's just doing what it does. On top of that, I upload so much that I don't see the videos anymore.
Right.
Like they're like, you know, pushed to the bottom. So then when we were in Vegas, I remember I opened, like I was like, wait, like what's that video doing? Because like a lot of people that were coming up to me prior to that were like, oh, like I love your makeup videos, like I love your blinker videos, like I love your, you know, like makeup I don't know videos. But like
your reactions.
That video, just because it had come out so recently and people were like, oh, you're very like the very demure girl. And I was like, because I'd uploaded so many videos, I didn't realize like how big that video was getting.
Right, that it was from
so
that
like
one.
that's when people were saying that I was like, very demure. I was like, not from that video.
Like, nah.
Because like it just happened so frequently that I was like, wait.
Yeah, it wasn't even like.
So when I clicked a video from the time, this is like that we were on where they do the like zip lining in Vegas.
Yeah, that's like the Old Vegas.
Old Vegas. We're in Old Vegas. What was that the second day we were there?
I think so, yeah.
The video had 27 million views at that point.
Yes.
And I remember I was like, holy shit.
I knew it was getting serious when your other videos, the other ones that only had like 10,000 views, 50, all of those started having hundreds of thousands of views.
Yes, everything started
blowing up. And some of those started
up.
going millions. And I was like, oh, this is something different.
It was like that time period where like the month
before.
of like the first month, I had 337 million views. That is fucking crazy.
That was insane.
That was insane. Like, I think too, like what really like got me from that was like, just like out of all the things that I've like put on the internet that I put so much effort into, that being the thing that like like blew me up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he
You know, like
freestyled
all
it.
the videos that I put hours of effort
Of
into.
editing, and some of them were planning, and then
No,
this one was
literally.
just, you just riffed. You would just go and
But
like,
it's funny too, because
boom.
like a lot of people like don't even know why I made that video. Because a lot of people just think I was like just being a dumb bitch. But like I got that job at fucking Mariano's.
Yeah.
And like the girl who was like because I was a cashier, the girl was like my bagger. She like kept looking at me. She's like, wait. She's like, I feel like I know you from somewhere. And I was like, oh, well, I already knew. I was like, fuck. I was like, this bitch probably follows me on TikTok. And I was like, oh, where? And she's like, aren't you like a famous TikTok, like a makeup girl? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, so why do you work here?
You didn't even know what to say.
Gagged. I literally go, oh.
I think I
And then
clock
go to my
out
manager. I
now.
was like, can I go on break? She's like, yeah. I was like, just like tears in my eyes. And then so like, I'm like, I go to my car, I'm like hitting my pad. I'm like crying. I'm like, I work at fucking Mariano's. I'm so fucking over my life. I was just in Sephora campaigns and now fucking working here. And then like, that's when I pulled up my phone and I was like, you see how I come to work? Very demure. That's like in that video. No one notices, but my eyes are like watering.
Right.
Like, cause
yeah.
I was just like sobbing and I was just like kind of like trying to make myself laugh to make myself feel better.
That's the
and
craziest shit, is you were actually doing that to like make yourself feel better.
to make myself
in
feel
a moment
better.
of like desperation of just
made the
feeling,
internet feel better.
wow. It just
And
never
it's crazy
knew.
because like when I got that job at Mariano's, like I remember for the 2 months leading up to that job, I was posting exclusively beauty content, only beauty content, because I was trying to get brand deals. So then I was like, maybe if I post only like really clean, crisp beauty content, like I'll get more brand deals. And it just did not happen. And I was like, well, I fucking quit. Like I'm gonna post whatever the fuck I want. Like I'm sitting here trying to like cater to beauty brands who like don't even give a fuck about me.
Right.
First of all, the beauty community, girl, that's a whole different podcast because fuck them bitches. Love a lot of the girls in there, but like fuck all them bitches. Oh my God. They're like, there's a creator named Brett Rock, and he's like, I'm not like a beauty influencer anymore. Cause he like blew up doing beauty influencing.
Okay.
And like the community was like so mad at him. And I'm like, no, I agree. Cause like it's fucking vile. Like you could have some like big influencer like just not like you and just fuck up your whole shit. Like fuck that. Like and then you gotta be
that's
like
rough.
on brand for like fucking like Glow Recipe. Fully sponsored right there.
Right there.
Not Glow Recipe. I love you, Glow Recipe, but like
It's literally right there.
some brand, any brand.
Not them.
Wet and Wild. I remember during that time period, a lot of people were like wondering like what was I gonna do next. Also, Divas, there's big things coming in 2025. There's a time after Very Demure, like right when it was going viral, and I had gone to New York. It was right after Vegas. I went to New York right from Vegas.
Right.
I
Which
went to home.
I'm glad you're speaking about, because that was a big difference. Like that week before you went to Vegas versus the week after you came back.
Working at the grocery
right?
store, the next week you need to go to a foundation event in New York, and then after you need to go to the headquarters of. What the fuck is going on? I was just working at the grocery store. No, but like that time in New York was crazy. I remember I was they got me an Uber Black from the airport to the hotel, and I'll never fucking forget. I had the window open in the Uber, and some guy in the street corner goes, "Very demure," and I was like, "That's how I know."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's how I knew things are getting crazy."
And it's
But, like,
funny how quick people recognize you too.
It's because I'm like, see, here's my thing. I feel like I look like everyone. It's just like I'm just like big, blonde, and loud.
No, it was my favorite. The people in Puerto Rico
Puerto Rico,
who
those,
came up to
some
you.
people
They're
from
like,
the UK,
"Hey, you're the Very Demure girl, right?" They had a picture of you,
like
in like a magazine
out
or
of a
some
fucking
shit. Oh no, it was on the
sitcom.
phone. They had a phone with a picture.
Out of a sitcom, this could have been a skit. I'm wearing like a blue top and a black skirt.
It was like the
And they're
same
like,
outfit,
"Is this
right?
you?" And I'm wearing the same blue top and black skirt, same braids and
Looking
everything.
identical.
And so then I look at her because I'm like, and I go, "No, you would have thought I their mother. You would have thought like Bambi. It was over.
They were like, "What?" They were looking at the phone,
red,
looking at you, looking at
red,
the phone.
because it's
looking at you.
obviously me. It's undeniably me.
Undeniable.
Like it's like they took the picture right now, and they're like, "Is this you?
"Hey, is this you?"
And I was like, but like I
No.
told, but immediately I was like, "Yeah, it's me." Like I was fucking with them.
They were so relieved.
But they
They're
were
like, "Oh my God."
so humiliated. I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh, they took it serious."
Well, I was laughing pretty loud. Sorry.
I'm like, they just felt bad. You just
Because I couldn't believe you were in the same outfit. You-
But also just like Lizzie McGuire outfit repeater. Like, what's going on?
Meanwhile, there was like some club music going on, and people
Club music and then like illustrations of dancing Bacardi bottles.
LED screens everywhere.
And no one was there though. Like, it was like, all this for who? Who's the audience?
For what?
They have like one burger place. Like, what was going on?
You walk around with burgers,
Oh
club
my God,
music.
I remember I just was like devouring that burger, and I was like, my grandmother. The only time
Have you
Abuela's
eaten?
ever laughed, that video of me running.
Oh yeah.
Insert the video here. You see how I stomped her? I don't just walk.
Yeah, that was.
I showed my grandmother this video, and you would have thought I told her the funniest fucking joke ever. I've never seen my grandmother laugh like this. Like laughing like I've never seen at me running. Like the idea of me
That's all
running
you were
was so
doing.
comical to her that she like
You're just running.
almost pissed herself. Like pissing running. Just seeing a fat person run was comedic gold to her. Like that's her like that's
That
her
was peak.
standard of like
Peak
comedy.
comedy.
She's like, this is it. It doesn't get better than this.
Does it?
You know what's funny? Well, that just like still doesn't understand what's going on.
I
She
feel
just like
like
doesn't she can't fathom like what's happening.
I feel like Dad, like you would tell him some things that were going on, and he was just like so, I don't know, shell shocked by it. He was just
Yeah.
like, okay,
No,
oh,
yeah,
yeah, you're going to Italy. Yeah, no, that's normal.
yeah,
What?
dude. Like
him
I feel like
for
he
a
has the same
fucking
tone of
plane?
like, I got a job at Red Lobster.
Or
He's like, cool, great. What?
I think he just didn't believe that it was like 100% true.
Yeah,
You know, because, and I mean, that's probably your fault because it's the half truths of the
Me,
whole life
me.
that he's like, yeah, this is probably half true.
me,
But what's the other half? He's doing the,
me.
we're going on right here. It's cartel work. It's
No, yeah,
like human trafficking. He's like, no, I've got a
Just
fucking brand
Bitcoin.
deal. It's
Just
like
Bitcoin.
crypto.
No, literally, Dad. He's
Designer.
like, every time I talk to Dad, though, the tone of the conversation has changed because, like Mother Goose, Old Man Rivers. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. He's like, oh, that's awesome, but remember, don't trust anyone. Watch your back and make sure that you're careful. Like, what is this scary? Like, it's like becoming a warning when like the love becomes a warning.
Yeah, it's something that I was passed to, unfortunately. I gotta try to give you like
Yeah.
a piece of wisdom before we leave. Like, I don't even want to do that.
No, I think it's just us getting older. Like last time I saw your daughter, actually, I was like, remember, those people at school,
And remember,
they don't know shit.
don't trust anybody.
Just swearing at your child is 7. Just like those bitches don't know shit. Those bitches can't take you.
She knows it though. She's
Like
like,
they
it's
can't
true.
take the doll.
Yeah, she's solid. She ain't fucking around.
I love that she's just like loves that I'm like famous. That's like her fave thing.
I couldn't believe she wrote a song about you being famous. It's the only song she's written
My niece wrote a song about me being famous.
and rapped it at Thanksgiving.
Rapped it.
Never even rapped before. Never
Oh my
rapped before.
God.
Never wrote a song before. Somehow wrote a rap and rapped it at
Oh my
Thanksgiving.
god! Did they ever use their what they get like scooters or some shit?
No,
Or is
because
the
it's
time
been,
not?
it's
Oh
just
yeah,
been
it's
cold.
snowy.
It's
I always
been
forget
cold,
that. I remember Dad got me a bike for Christmas one year. So here's your gift you could use in 3 months.
Yeah, rough.
What? I did. My birthday's in the spring.
And then the weather of your birthday has always been crazy.
It's like either raining or Mother's Day,
Yeah,
which might as well be the same thing.
Chicagoland and
They're like, oh,
spring.
you're having a
could be
birthday?
Anything.
What if actually you celebrated everyone but you?
It was snowing like April 2nd, April 3rd last year.
remember-
It's like a blizzard.
I remember one year it snowed. I think it was like for Carlos's birthday specifically. Because I remember it was like mid-April.
Right.
And then I was swimming on my birthday.
Makes no sense.
What's going on? Chicago weather, like the weather algorithm needs to be studied or whatever causes the weather.
People think that we have all of
Algorithm?
these like trucks because of the weather, like the snow. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you need clothes. You need room for clothes because it could be 90 degrees
Yes.
and you have to take them off and put them somewhere.
Yes,
Or
literally.
vice versa. It's the worst.
The worst is like, oh, you know what? Oh my God, you know what I can't stand? Is like, listen, if it's freezing outside, why are the stores so warm?
Why?
we're gonna be wearing coats.
We're gonna be wearing coats.
I'm coming into your store with a coat and it's 80 degrees in here. Have you ever worn a coat in 80-degree weather? And then I be seeing these people. What's the wild geeses? Wild geeses.
Geeses?
It's like a branded jacket.
Oh, there you
Canada
go.
Goose. Canada Goose. Canada Goose in the mall, in the Walmart.
Yeah,
I'm sweating.
for sure.
I'm dying sweating. I'm already sweating with no coat.
I'm dying with a Canada Goose outside. It's so warm in
I
there.
remember I worked at Longhorn. This girl, she had a Canada Goose. Someone straight up stole it. Stole it out the locker
They stole that
room.
goose.
So, and they're like, well, where's your locker room? Oh, in the janitor closet right next to the public bathrooms.
Terrible.
Terrible. I would never leave my shit in there. When you work at a steakhouse, I feel like it like changes your perception of food. Because you're like eating good food all the time. So then McDonald's is like, oh, well, that's garbage.
Exactly. It warps your perception? Yeah, that's the
your
word I'm looking
perception.
for.
Because like, it's like, do I want a double cheeseburger like that this steakhouse man made? Or do I want like a quarter pounder that's going to cost the same price?
How about the people that will come there and order like the worst things? Let me
I
get
heard-
chopped steak. Don't chop it.
It's like people, ladies, gentlemen, all people,
Please.
non-binaries. If we're taking someone to a restaurant for their birthday, can we make sure it's a restaurant that aligns with their like beliefs? I had a girl, I'll never forget her birthday. They brought her a cake, custom cake. You brought her a custom cake, but you brought her a vegetarian to Longhorn Steakhouse.
Why?
Why? And you don't know what it was? I could tell it was because the dad liked it. And I'm like, why are we here? She's like, so what do we have? What can I get? Get the fuck out.
That's what you can get.
You get the fuck
Just
out of here because
go.
we don't have nothing for
Just
you.
why?
Like, so she's ended up ordering a bunch of sides. Just sides.
Happy birthday. With a bunch of sides and
And
shit.
then they left the fucking cake.
What?
I took that bitch home. They took like 1/4 out that cake for Cindy. It was, I'm telling you, and happy, and I took that bitch to the back. They were
You're
still
like,
paying their fucking bill.
Oh my
No, but they're like,
God.
they asked me like, "Do you want the rest of this cake?" And I was
You're
like,
like, hell yeah.
I went to go to New York to do foundation event. Gets called out for not paying brown and black creators.
Oh no.
So then everyone's like asking me like, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Because I went to this foundation event during the very Demure launch. And so then I thought about it. At the height of the most viral sensation of TikTok in 2024, you got me to fly to New York for free, unpaid, to essentially promote your foundation.
I remember that.
And and then the thing was, I didn't feel this way until I looked back at the simple fact that like he was like, him and his manager were like, oh, we're gonna just make some TikToks. We're just gonna make some TikToks. And so then I'm excited because I was like one of my idols.
Right.
Gagged, love him. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna make some fucking TikToks with you. You know what I mean? He was making TikToks with all the divas, but he was paying the other divas.
Right.
I had found out later. So then
Damn.
everyone's like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Didn't want to like stir the pot. Cause like, what am I gonna say? Like, didn't pay like the very demure girl who's a plus size like Afro Latina. Like,
Right. You're not
like
gonna-
that's gonna be like ending like stab in the wound. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So I was like, let me just shut the fuck up and let that play out. So, but then these motherfuckers made a video talking about some. Oh, if you're a creator who worked for us, like, and you felt like you should have been paid, like, just like let us know and we'll pay you. So then I left a little Kamiana, and I was like, hey, just thought it was kind of weird. I didn't get paid for you guys to make me essentially promote your foundation and get you 12 million views on it.
Wow.
You guys can cut me a quick check.
Well, yeah, people are, they're gonna put you in a position where you feel grateful to be with them, but realistically, you're on your way up. You're still
Very Nicki Minaj. Like, she gets with the rappers when they're like blossoming,
Mhm.
makes a collab with them, hates them after. Because also too, it was kind of gaggy for them for them to fly us out and then make us meet them at their hotel. And their hotel's just so much nicer than ours.
Oh wow.
And then on top of that, they got us there last minute. I quit my job to go. And I told them I quit my job.
Damn.
You should. And then he had the fucking. I just got mad. He had the fucking nerve to be under one of these videos because I was like talking about how, like, I'm gonna use my Demure brand deals to pay for like my surgeries and stuff.
Yeah.
He had the fucking nerve. Someone tagged him, was like, "Oh my god, give Jools her first brand deal."
Nah.
when he did it, and then was like, we love helping the divas.
No way.
You love helping the divas,
Just
and
took
you
the
didn't
credit
even cut me
for
a
it.
check.
I agree with that. Yeah.
He's like, you never always said that.
I didn't say that.
He's
I
like,
never said that.
He's like, I never said I'd cut her a check, but if I did, it's even implied that I would cut her a check is damaging.
The implications,
No, and then this was the thing. It goes even deeper. He then uploads a video, and he's like, guys, like, I hear you loud and clear. Like, we're going to do better. Deletes it. Uploads it. Same exact script. Crying this time.
Really?
That's so humiliating. Like, I'd rather, like, that's so humiliating. And then everyone's like, did you really re-upload this with you crying?
That's the thing, because if people didn't see the initial post.
No, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Do you know about poppy soda?
Poppy soda?
Poppy soda.
I don't.
I have a fridge full of poppy sodas upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
The little sodas, probiotics,
Exactly.
probiotics.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, I don't know anything about
I
science.
thought you were talking about papi.
Poppy soda.
Papi chulo. Papi chulo soda.
That's pro-choice moment, not probiotic. But they were on my, hear this. I was on their PR list, right? They sent me like a shit ton of Poppy. That's how I fell in love with Poppy. So I was like, let me just like keep ordering Poppy. So then they had sent me an invitation to it was like their launch of like their cherry cola fucking Poppy.
Okay.
And it was like with the cast of Love Island season whatever. And it was like all the people from Love Island. So like all my mutuals went to the party. And I remember I couldn't go because I had strep throat. And I was like, oh, that's so fucking annoying. So then because I didn't go, they took me off their PR list.
Okay.
And right now they're getting dragged because every like big influencer in their PR list, they sent them a fucking vending machine. First of all, Poppy vending machine. Anyway, so they sent them a vending machine and like they're getting dragged for it right now. And like I want to like stick up for them because like I love Poppy, but also, well, as someone kicked off of their PR list, that's between them and God.
Yeah.
And I hope it works out for them.
Like
I have an Amazon subscription to Poppy. These bitches kicked me off their PR list.
That's insane.
And I met the CEO on the airplane to New York. So I think because I told them I wasn't going because I had strep throat, I think she thought I was faking it. Mama, I had strep throat on that plane.
So
I was eating those peanuts in pain.
Is it possible you gave the CEO strep throat? Maybe now you know. Why.
We were sharing that Poppy. That's what happened.
Got kicked off of that PR list.
I'm like, why'd she kick me off the PR list? I fully
Fucking
ruined
dying.
her life. She just couldn't go to the party.
The hospital for
She
weeks.
missed New York Fashion Week.
Fucking
She's like, I flew here for this.
Jools will rule
There's
the
not
day.
enough there's not enough probiotic soda for that, I guess.
I guess not.
She's like, try the new cream soda flavor. Just
Try
like
yourself.
can't even talk. But also, I wish I would have like met the Love Island people. But like that season of Love Island, it like ended right when Demure happened.
Okay.
So like I feel deeply connected to them, but like none of them have ever acknowledged me.
Oh no.
But like I love that. But I feel like because we all went viral at the same time, I'm like, those are my sisters.
We're the same class
Like we're like
together.
but then I'm like, if I would have went
like
to the party, I could have, cheat with the girls.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They always want to do the, oh, can you call my cousin Tota? She loves you. Oh, can you do my friend Yahida's gender reveal?
Yeah,
No.
it's too much.
No, it's always, actually, I got an offer to do a bar mitzvah.
A bar mitzvah?
Bar mitzvah. Who's letting me do a 13th birthday? Me?
You?
Me. With the Jewish community?
They ought to pay you.
That's anti-Semitic.
I mean, a bar mitzvah.
A bar mitzvah.
Wow, you became like the new Roger and Ebert. Ever think of that?
Have you seen the movie Substance?
I have not.
Why not?
Because
Do you not like horror?
I don't actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we're learning new things in the studio today.
I'll see it if it's on and other people are like trying to see it.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes I don't
personally,
know if I'm pressured into it.
I'll opt out of nightmares if I can.
Oh.
Like if it's up to me.
Right.
But not 100% of the time it's up to me.
I think I like self-sabotage. I had an ongoing nightmare about Lane Tech High School.
Just
like a
late tech
nightmare. Do you
on
remember the
Western?
movie AI?
I do actually. Yeah.
Do you remember he like New York is flooded or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that movie completely out of my receptacle. And for like no joke, since like 8th grade or 7th grade, I've had this reoccurring nightmare where I'm like, we live in Lane Tech because like the world has ended. So
That's
us
a
and my family
shelter?
are in Lane Tech shelter, mama, educational shelter at that. And so then we go to like the back of Lane Tech. There's a balcony for some reason, and it's just like water, like mad water. But like the front of Lane Tech was dry in my mind. Now that I think about it, I guess I never really saw it. But like we'd go out to like this Lane Tech balcony and be like the football field underwater. Everything's underwater, Mary. Like only the top floor of like Lane Tech is like out of water. And I remember being like, what is this nightmare? And then like actually now that I think about it, wasn't a nightmare, nothing terrifying was happening. I guess it was just the water that was scary.
You were just really creeped out.
Creeped out by the
Just
water. Like, why is there
bad
so much
vibes.
water? Then the other day, not the other day, a few months ago, I was hanging out with some man during Halloween, I think, and I watched AI, and I realized that's where I was having the fucking dreams from. Was from that fucking movie.
The flooding.
Because it looked just like that.
Right.
Like I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
You never know like the influences that, you know?
Yeah, then when you do, it's kind of like fucked up.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like when I collect dolls, like I remember like dad had got me this fucking Cabbage Patch Kid. And I was like, oh my God, like I saw it on eBay the other day. I was like, holy shit, my dad got me that. But it said like released in 1996. And I was like, damn, I was 3.
3 years old.
I remember that. I was 3. That's crazy.
I don't remember that one. I remember the Furby because you used to smack me with it.
I think,
And it was
true story,
very
Morning Glory,
sturdy.
I threw a Furby at this man's head.
It was
Do you
very...
still have a scar from that?
Probably.
Ah!
Probably.
That's Demure.
Yeah.
That's the power of Demure.
I just don't understand why they were made in a way that was like a weapon. Like it looked furry, but it
They
was
looked so soft, but they
completely
were just hard.
It was just straight.
It was like
steel.
It was a straight up like black plastic football covered in fur.
Fur. It was just disguising steel.
And then if you took that fur off, insert picture of Furby without fur here.
Oh, nightmares.
Nightmare fuel.
Terrifying.
I relate to it, but like,
see, that's why you're wondering why you're having these crazy nightmares. You got fucking Furbies.
it's like all my toys growing up like American Girl dolls.
They're just staring at
Furbies,
you in the middle of the
like
night.
AI. Like my childhood was traumatizing. Now that I'm
I
thinking
wonder
about
why.
it. Like why did it come out this way?
What's going on?
Sometimes I have that thought though. Like,
Why me?
would one less bagel have like not made me transgender or something? You know what I mean?
Too many carbs?
Well, like me and my were talking the other day, and she's like, you know, everyone has their thing that they go through, and I was like, you know, because like your transgenderism could be someone's like dead dad.
Yeah.
Is that terrible? That's true.
No, because everybody has their own trauma, their own battles. It is true though.
I was asking about the movie Substance, ADHD. It's like I think it's like a metaphor, allegory
It's one of those.
for like you know, like substance abuse, addiction, like that
Right.
kind of shit. But like follows this lady who like she like gets in a car crash. She's like this starlet who like ran a fitness show. And so then she's like super famous. She like does like a New Year's Eve special, the whole 9. But then like she's like getting older and like the like production companies like looking to replace her basically. And so then she gets in a car accident and like she's like out of work for a bit and then they basically like fire her, right? And so she's like distraught. She's like looking at it's Demure who plays her.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm old. Like you can see like she like doesn't like herself. She's getting older and she's like, well, what? Like the best times are behind me, like that kind of shit.
Exactly.
And so then she goes to the doctor after she gets in a car accident. And there's like some young like nurse dude and he like gives her a USB like drive.
Okay.
So then she goes home, she plugs into her TV and she watches it. And it's like the substance, and it's like some guy explaining it.
It's an ad.
And literally, it's an advertisement.
movie,
Wow, commercial
the
via
movie.
USB. That's like a lot of work.
So
That's
meta.
a lot of theater for an advertisement.
So meta.
That's sponsored by the substance.
Doing too much.
So basically, like the substance, you take it, and then a better version of yourself comes out of you. Like out of your back. Like your back splits open.
Literally.
Human comes out of you.
Jesus.
Back splits open, human comes out of you.
Okay.
So then the thing is, you get 7 days. So then the young, new version of you is 7 days alive, conscious in the world. Then you guys switch. And then the old version of you has 7 days in the world to live. And then they just go back and forth each week. You have to respect the balance, right? So like, it's like a whole like injection, the whole 9. So then
How do people come up with this shit?
drugs.
Substances.
The substance is what the substance made.
We
the
told
substance,
you.
mama.
We told you. We
But,
gave you all the answers already.
So then she starts taking it and like Like the girl that comes out of her is like hot, young, like gorgeous, right? So then like she sees in the fucking like newspaper, it's like looking for like the girl's name is Elizabeth Sparkle.
Okay.
They're looking for like the new Elizabeth Sparkle. She's like was all mad about it, but then she sees it again with as her young like new self.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm gonna go do that. So she does it, and they like love it. Like she like eats it up. Like she like has a career and everything. But because she's so addicted to it, she, like remember they said 7 days?
Yeah.
She'll like take like what the fuck is this? She'll take like an extra day or like an extra like time. She'll like steal like there's like a fluid, like a stabilizer fluid.
Okay.
That like you withdraw from the body, from the opposite body.
This is getting deep.
It's getting deep. So then she will like withdraw an extra day.
Okay.
So then when they switch, the like Demi Moore wakes up, she's all old, you know what I mean? Like not old, but she is how she is, but she looks and her finger is like elderly, like senior.
Like decrepit.
And she's like, what the fuck? So as you like don't respect the balance more, it eats away at you. Like it starts like dissolving you, like or aging you rapidly.
Terrible.
And so then she like does this over at one point. She gets like disgusted because like this is where the movie gets confusing kind of because it seems like there's like a split of consciousness, even though they emphasize you're the same person. This is you. Like it's your same brain and everything, your same consciousness. It's just a different body.
Yeah.
But like the way she's so lost in the sauce, like she's like envious of her younger self now and like freaking out, like being angry that she's doing TV appearances. It's her. So like what? I still don't get that. So then she like the young version's like, I'm sick and tired of you like being like fucking like terrible basically. And so like gets like 3 months worth of the fluid out of the fucking body, right? And just like is living her like life as this young hot bitch for 3 months. Then she like has to switch because they like run out of fluid. And when she switches, it's fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh,
it is
no.
Cemetery. It is ooky, spooky, kooky, and creepy what comes out of this lady. It's like she's like 7,000 years old. She's like ancient. So then like it just gets it's crazy. It's out of control, but it's a great movie. It's horrifying. It's a lot of blood though. Do you know about Ash Trevino?
I do not.
Ash Trevino's like a TikTok live person. The TikTok live girls, the Livianas, I used to be one of them. They go on the TikTok live.
You used to be one of them?
No, I used to be like, can someone just like send me a galaxy so I can get groceries? That's so humiliating. But she's one of those, right? But like her kids, like she like embarrasses her kids constantly, like showing titties, like
what?
Like being crazy. And then she's like 35, and her kids are like 12 and 15 or some shit.
Oh wow.
And then she dates inmates. That's her thing. So
this is getting worse and worse.
She dated this inmate who like a bunch of people.
Oh,
like his daughter or some shit.
Jesus.
And then like brought it to like her house, like with her kids there. And everyone's like criticizing her. They're like, girl, you're fucking crazy. So then she's like, I'm no longer dating inmates. Starts dating a 19-year-old.
So
he's not an inmate, but he just is doing.
I mean.
But yeah, she's terrible. She like she makes a shit ton of money in life, and she like every time she makes friends, she like falls out with them. She's like like one of her kids was in the hospital, and she's like, yeah, guys, give me a galaxy and I'll tell you why like Jennifer's in the fucking hospital. And her daughter was like, yeah, that really hurt my feelings, and she just like laughed. And like her daughter was like in the back like throwing up blood, and she's like dancing for a life.
Wow.
Imagine being in high school and like that was our mom. Like
I got to vomit. Hold on. Damn.
That's
Hold
content.
it.
That's content,
Hold
babe.
it.
That's I mean, honestly, she's an entrepreneur.
She's an entrepreneur. That's what her defender would
I
say.
know that's what she thinks. But like, she went on this girl's podcast.
She must think.
She went on this girl's podcast, and the girl was like, "So, you make a lot of money from lives, but like, why don't your daughters have like beds?" And I was like, gag.
They have beds because they sleep standing. Okay.
She's like, so they're actually bats. In case you didn't know.
That's why they don't need beds.
No, it's funny because she'll like be on live begging for money, and then she'll be like she'll like say like some crazy shit. Like she's like, I don't owe you guys any kind of explanation. I'm like, I just feel like, you know, maybe you do at that point. Like, where's the line on that? You know, like
no, she gatekeeps it. She needs
galaxies.
galaxies.
Like, if you guys want to know if I'm pregnant, give me a galaxy and a lion, bitch. She's like with a bunch of like teenagers, basically, like 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay, that's problematic.
Hanging out with them, 35. They're at the mall, like all chilling. And I guess like they're like smoking and drinking in this girl's car.
No.
And like this other girl's like in the back seat, like blowing her boyfriend. And then she like starts going live. And I'm like, oh my God.
Just incriminating
the worst.
herself.
You're the worst person ever. But I really wanted to like defend her because I felt like people are like misunderstand like influencer people. And I'm like, there's just like no misunderstanding her.
No.
Like she is just the worst. And like everyone's always making videos about her. And like, so she got fired from her fucking job because she showed her nipple live.
She had a job?
She had a job, and then like the owner of the fucking like dentist office that she fucking worked in was there's a fucking hair in my nose. Jesus Christ. The owner of the dentist office she worked at was like Indian, South Asian.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, like I don't even want to work for those like Indian motherfuckers, like just like super racist.
Wow.
Like, yeah. So I was like, watching all this go down, I was like, I feel like my brother just knows nothing about this woman.
And it's crazy because I don't. And you're telling me this crazy story about the baby daddy and then the 19-year-old addict.
Yeah.
And like,
she's like always dating inmates. So they literally have like her nickname's the inmate hopper.
The inmate hopper.
The inmate hopper. Like that's how she got like blew up on TikTok. She would just like write to inmates and then like marry them. Like she was married like 2 or 3 times or some shit.
There's so many
This could all just be like super fabricated and I'm like uneducated. But like I've watched like 7 video documentaries about her the other day. I was just like on one.
There's so many different like corners of the internet.
Yes.
That you could be completely oblivious. That's why sometimes you'll see a live and you see somebody's making like, you know, $10,000 or something. You're just like, how? Like, I don't understand it.
I haven't gone live since like Demure happened. The only time I went live, I immediately felt so bad because like I was live for like I think 45 minutes and it made like $2,000 in gifts.
Really?
And I'm like, but I just like can't be a live bitch. Like it's too much theater. It's too much like, come on guys, we're battling. What are we battling? Who's the battle? Where's the war? Like it's like I've got invited to like battles.
Okay.
And I'm like, what does this mean?
Hold on. So a battle is when they're just like giving you gifts and who gets
like,
more gifts?
It'll be who gets more gifts wins.
Wow.
So basically like whoever can make the most money off these people watching us.
So
and people will donate like tens of thousands, or not donate. They'll give tens of thousands of dollars.
I don't understand how like they're literally telling you, we need more money from you. We're not fortunate enough to get a little bit. We're going to link up and we need more. And we're the battle is you guys are going who's going to get more.
Yes.
You got to give me more. You love me more, right?
She recently got into an argument with this girl she used to battle with, I guess.
Battle. I can't believe it.
I don't know why. Just because Jersey Shore, like, we're going to beat the beat tonight, guys. So we're out there, we're battling on the dance floor. But she was friends with this girl. They used to battle or whatever. And then I guess like one of the girls, like top gifters, went to like gift to the other girl and they had like a huge falling out about it.
Really?
And so she's like, some girl gifted her 6 million like coins, which transfers to like $16,000.
That's so
Who
dumb.
the fuck is sitting at home and be like, oh my God, I love her. Let me give her $16,000.
16. Here you go.
Like I'd be up on live too for $16,000. Don't get me wrong, but like, damn.
Didn't you? You went live in Puerto Rico, didn't you?
I did go live in Puerto Rico.
We had we had that little villa or whatever the fuck with the pool.
Yeah, because I when I was on live in my fucking American Girl doll phone the pool, the comments were like, "No, she got wet," and because they're not supposed to get wet. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be okay, guys. Like it's 100 degrees here. I'm gonna leave her outside. She's gonna be fine." Now I've never looked at that doll the same because I just know she's filled with mold.
Fried.
I just know the inside smells like bombao.
You don't want to smell that.
All right, divas. This is going to be the end of the podcast. It was a good show. We had hot topics. We had good talks. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, should it be longer? Should it be shorter? Should we do hot topics or story times from our childhoods? Let me know down below. And until next time, divas, stay very demure.